HR people play a very vital role in any organization, right? So therefore, one of the important resources for any company is the people, right? A company may have people may have a lot of money, lot of other infrastructure, but the right people are not there, then it's all waste. What makes a difference between an ordinary company and a world-class company is the people, the skill set, the resources, HR resources. So that is where human resource people can play quite a role, and it's a very important role, vital role. But as we discussed, deliberated during the meeting, they have to align them with the business goal of the organization, with the ultimate aim of the organization.
What do you think is the most important feature of HR? It's from a process oriented to service oriented role. It has become a more insight driven role in these times. So what is your opinion on that?
See, HR, they deal with people, right? We can't define it in this thing, because people are they vary. There are 100 different types of this thing. So it's a very difficult job. HR job is a very difficult job, because understanding the psychology, the behavior, what is motivating him, this is the role of the HR. If he may be very good in office, but he may be having a lot of problems at home. There could be financial problems. So he needs to understand these things. The HR man, he has to be good in counseling. How to counsel? First is understanding create mechanisms to understand the problem, and how to solve problem. HR role is more helpful. It's a helping relationship, right? They have to help the people, and the results of that will come out to the organization.
What is the biggest roadblock that HR people face today? Because employee engagement is one, which is really, a tough task today. But otherwise, what are the challenges that HR people face today?
HR people, one of the biggest problem is they have to be in touch with the reality, right? These things will vary from company to company. And the best way they can do is understand what the goal of the organization is, what is the basic purpose for which that organization exists, and align with that and start contributing to that. Everything they do will have to be focused to this. So I think this is the best way HR can help in one of the biggest challenges which to be in touch with the reality. For example, today in the manufacturing sector, the skill development is an important requirement. HR people will have to work in tandem with the production people. They have to be on the shop floor. In manufacturing company, the heart of the company is there in the shop floor. So they have to understand that. What are the problems being faced by the workers? What are the skills required to deliver? Are they being met? Is there a good training system, skill development procedure? So these are the things.
An all-round view at everything that's going on at the organization is important for them.
An all-round, and but they have to understand what is the core of the company. Things are different in IT company. It will be different. The more service oriented. There are challenges, different kind of challenges there. But when I'm talking about an aerospace sector, there are challenges are different. When we talk about the MRO, the challenges are different. So,
in your line of work, what are the challenges that the HR faces?
So, in especially aerospace manufacturing segment, there is a shortage of skills which is there. Yes. Now, these are not available in the country. Unfortunately, our education system is not meeting that. So how do we equip them? How do you make them to deliver? That is a big challenge. So for that, you have to work along with the engineers, the shop floor guys. Then design skill development programs, training programs to meet that requirement. So that is a big challenge.
HR training that is available today, do you think it's sufficient to meet the needs of the industry? And what do you think about the summit, that the first session of the summit that you were sitting on?
See, the HR requirement is a very evolving thing. This is a very dynamic thing. Things keep changing. Right now, with the startup culture coming up, and the whole thing will change. There will be a big shift in the way HR needs to work. So therefore, it is not going to be a thing. We have to be active, agile to the situation and keep on evolving. And I was really benefited by the morning session, and it was very lively, very informative, and it was very useful to me.
And CEOs care about HR. What is your comment on this?
This was one of the points, the major point of discussion in the first session today. And definitely CEOs will have to care about HR, and they can't work in isolation. But it is one of the key elements, right? It's not the only element for this, but it's one of the elements, one of the functions of a CEO, but a very important function.